Hello, so as the title suggests, drinking vicariously for you. So basically I'm saying, if you enjoy watching me drink beer, as some people have said they do, please send me cash and I will drink even more, even though this is bad for me because I've got high blood pressure. So this is happy hour beer. Very nice. Now just went to my bank account, someone sent me some money, and I don't know if it's my brother's or my sister, my daughter. It's probably my daughter because my brother's accounts. Beer. Yeah, I couldn't decide where to go today. Should I go to the meat shop underneath next to the 7-Eleven? They've got 500 yen all you can drink sours, but the last two times they turned me away. Should I go to the last place that poisoned me? Should I go to the Nomi Hodai for 1400 yen, but they've no Wi-Fi? Should I go to the restaurant with no Wi-Fi, but you can get your own beer by yourself? Where was the other one? Oh, that was it. There's about a choice of 4. So I decided on Gusto and the 200 yen happy hour. The hub in town is closed down, and then, but don't forget, but if I go to town, that costs 760 yen and a walk. So and that's not open until the 25th of August, which is a Tuesday, I think. Oh. Is that right? Daisy today, 21st. Yeah? So, because of there was a rise in new cases, mainly in Tokyo, but also in this area. Not too many, but the hub, maybe they considered that. Well, I had a good day, did a bit of work, a little sleep, a bit more work, got some money, then found some money in my bank account, so not too bad day altogether. I was thinking of doing a Nomi Hodai, but then I've got tomorrow, I think Mo is available to do some videos with me, so we'll do some videos. The views, I mean, the funny thing is, we did a few videos and she got like good ratings, you know, like 300 or 400 views in a few days, and that affects all the other views as well. So if we can, it's good to get all the views up, and they have increased significantly over the last week, so she has definitely been good for the channel. Yeah, Tokyo, yeah, very busy. You can't be too good fucking, you can't be too good on being on those trains though, motherfuckers got. If one person's got COVID, yeah. But obviously if you've got a cough, don't go and phone up, you can't go into work, you know, you've got a fucking cough, you need to get tested. I think this is good today. I think you can always tell when it's a good beer when the gas is still rising from the bottom, and that's what happens when you get a lot of sours in Japan, chuhais. If you get them from like izakaya, there's no fucking gas left in the CO2 bottles, and they don't give a fuck. So it's as flat as a fucking Japanese girl's tit. Sorry, Mo, if you've just jumped in. Beer is quite expensive here unless it's on sale. So but it's more than this. It's about a pint, not an English pint, but it's about a pint in town, and that is 800 yen. Now divide that by 140. That's it's fucking expensive. £5, more than £5 a pint. So you've got to go in at happy hour or a Nomi Hodai. No, it's more. The beer in the hub is bigger, but the 800 yen for a pint, and a little bit cheaper if you go like in happy hour. Now, are you in London, Hugh? How much does it cost in London for a pint? Is it £5? Yeah, but the problem in London is if you go out with a group of lads, all right, getting a fucking round in, and if some cunt don't get last round in, or someone ends up with 2 rounds to everyone's one single round, that's a fucking bit of a pain, isn't it? And it's JD Withers, and that's as cheap as price, is it? I thought everybody was going to say fuck off to JD Wetherspoon. If the pound was good, it used to be, most of the time I've been, the pound used to be like 200 yen to a pound. So if you came over from England, a pint would cost you like £3 or £4. No, what is, these are jockeys. I remember going back to my city, and they'd done away with the fucking marks on the glasses, because by law you had to give so much fucking beer. That was the law. When you paid for a pint, you got 568 millilitres. We've all got questions, Paul. Is it a question for me? What is it with these stupid cunts who's doing this? This is coming up recently. Can anybody throw a light on these stupid cunts? If you can, please just fucking get rid of this cunt. Oh, someone's already done it. Ed's turned up. Ed, riding in like a hero. With his 6 shooters. Alright, Erwin, I'm live at the moment. Where am I? I don't know if that's... Yeah, I'm not sure if well, I'm fucking talking to it. So I've just been talking to someone as though he's watching. He used to work for me. A very bright kid. And now he's a contractor for fucking power stations or something. But he wants to open his own. This is what he wants to do in Japan. He wants to buy up. He wants to buy up all the. I don't know if you know anything about compressors, but inside the compressor, it's full of oil, and it's full of oil. And inside the oil is like a power unit, and it's like steel and copper. And what he wants to do is cut those in half, take the oil out, separate the oil, and then sell the copper. That's what he wants. That's his big business plan. And it seems. So it might end up with a job for me. What are you talking about? You? What about? I saw something on. I saw something on. I don't know if it's the United Arab Emirates, but they're bringing online a brand new nuclear reactor. Why the fuck? What? Why don't other governments do that? Because the technology that they're using now is like 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. Surely, if they can make newer technology like the Arabs are doing, why can't they do the same fucking thing? Make it safer instead of all this bullshit with fucking sunshine power. Income. Yeah, it's not. This is the fucking problem. When they close down all these coal mines, all these fucking, they support. I worked in the biggest industry. I worked for the three of the biggest fucking industries. I worked for the army, or was the navy actually. So I worked for the army. That was fucking massive. And I worked for British Telecom, which was massive. And I worked for the coal industry, which was massive. And because of me, they're all fucking sinking. So they're all. But the thing is, we're losing all these fucking skills. We're losing all these fucking trades. We're losing all the fucking supply companies, all the people that were making the tools, what they needed for the coal mines. What now they're doing the same thing about with the gas industries for the fucking boilers. They don't. The people that make the boilers, the people that fit them, the people that train the fucking gas, the plumbers and the fucking gas workers. It's fucking ridiculous. And all we've got is some fucking cunt who wants to get in touch with fucking Mother Earth. You cannot make money being in touch with fucking Mother Earth. Unless you're a fucking con man. Well, we always did import coal, actually. When I remember being 16 and big fat Will Smith told me, which I couldn't... I'll say that again. Britain was importing coal from Australia. Because over there they've got open cast minings and they just scoop it up, put it on a fucking ship. There's hardly any cost to it. Or they used to, I don't know if they still do. Time for another beer, what do you say? I love them spotted owls. I think there's quite a lot of open cast mines in near Las Vegas because they use all the fucking coal to keep the fucking power going for the casinos. You put your fucking mask on. I'm chatting up the fucking girls. Thank you. Well, I must admit, tastes better today. So, like all these fucking clever cunts that go to university and so-called university. It's wispy on my left. Oh, fucking hell, don't say that. Anyway, so there's no fucking work for the thick cunts. What does wispy mean? Which is my left or your left? It's my left, but that's left, isn't it? So it might be there. What's he trying to get at, Ed? Just look at this. Once, when I was in, I did a video on it. I had 3 pints of Guinness at not Gusto, at the Hub, because with my card and the discount and happy, I was like, You, do I look like the fucking kind of person that cares if my beard's symmetrical? People that care if their beards are symmetrical are fucking faggots. Yeah, I know. These beard competitions, we have these fucking faggots with their old fucking... Fuck that. They need hitting with a fucking brick. What say you, Ed and Geek? Because, let's put it this way. If you have one of those beard competitions where it's all nice and it's got lacquer and everything like that, and it's got a fucking monocle, and it's beautiful and it just looks like something out of a fucking museum. Now, if he gets hit by someone in the face with a brick, when he goes to hospital, they won't take pity on him. They'll just think he's a right cunt. In my opinion. SMS bubble. There was fucking a prime minister, those cunts in fucking the Midwest. It's about time they made those cunts clear up all their fucking mess. What was him, the Koch brothers? What is it they were trying to say? Like, what's that cunt who was the leader of the opposition? And Boner, that was his name, and they were trying to say his name wasn't Boner. What's the SMS bubble, Hugh? I had a fucking shower last night. Cold shower. That's 2 this week. Text message. You're getting confusing, man. What time is it now? What time is it in England? 10 o'clock in the morning. Yak. I had 10 pieces of chicken at lunch. I went into Gusto and got a drink, and then I realised that they'd stopped the special on the 99 yen sodas. So then I had to buy a fucking drink special for $2, and then I realised I had to buy a food to go with the drink set special. So it ended up costing me $7.5. But I did get 10 pieces of chicken, 2 pieces of lemon, some salad and some rice. Excuse me. 9, you're getting me fucking confused in here, pal. Oh, 9 o'clock, oh, your time, yeah. Sorry, I can't read your name, but Yakiniku, no, it's not Yakiniku. There's a few places. I think I saw the second one the other day. What's happened is, because as you can imagine, if you're a chain company, this is not a company that makes chains, this is a chain company of restaurants or 7-Elevens. Some of these started opening new shops just as the fucking COVID problem. And so now, here and there, there's lots of restaurants. They haven't even bothered opening the restaurant because they've got to train staff. They've got to get all the food in. They've got to train the staff, and then they've got to do the advertising. And it's not certain how many people. There's not enough people going to come to make it pay. So they just built this shop. They just got to pay the rent on the fucking land, I guess. Hugh, when is the last time that you had a really big breakfast, either with a friend, your family, or by yourself? Because Americans don't understand the big breakfast. The Japanese is about the same as English beer. See, the thing is with this, this is 5%, but the way that the Japanese government regulates beer, it's actually 15%. What do you call the fighting beer? The wife beater beer that I used to drink, Stella. It's not as strong as Stella. So they say it's 5%, but it's actually closer to 4%. Same with the wine. And the Japanese label would say 14%, and the foreign label will say like 11% or 12%. That's a little known fact. Did you know that, Ed? Because Ed's been in Japan. Well, Geek, have you just visited Japan? Every weekend, really? Wow. And you have a really massive one, you? Eggs, sausages, bacon, black pudding. No, no one's even heard of Prosecco in Japan. But every time I see something in the English newspapers, or they always mention Prosecco. What the fuck? What the fuck is Prosecco? Well, but I don't know how long that's going to be, Greg, before all this fucking trouble's over. Well, I don't know if you've been watching my videos, but I've been having like fucking 300 yen wines, red and white. I've cut that back now. And then someone sent me some money. I think it was Robin sent me some money, and it was a nice gift. And I got a bottle of wine for 800 yen, even though that's not expensive. I noticed immediately the difference between a 300 yen bottle of wine and the 800 yen bottle of wine, even though the 300 yen bottle of wine is quite drinkable. I'll have it if it's I'll have that black pudding if it's on the plates, but I wouldn't necessarily pay for it. Yeah, we have. There's one from Belgium called Freenex. I don't know how to say. Yeah, that's a good idea, Geek. I've got a fucking. I think I've got a flag somewhere, but I don't want to. You know, they're not cheap. I don't want to put it there and they come and fucking burn it down. Can you get that in America then? No, it's not 300. It's 300 yen a bottle. For example, in this restaurant, it's 100 yen for a glass. So it's cheaper to buy a bottle at 300. I think the proper price for that is 400 yen. So it's their special. It's their special wine. It's 300 yen a bottle. That is quite a good idea, Geek. What about different flags? But the thing is, I don't want to fucking get into trouble for harassment or anything like that. I put a mess. There's a supporter of Iwana. He does live videos called Natural in Katakana, in Hiragana. I don't. What you mean, Hugh, about Scotland? Well, there is tax on. No, don't forget tax. Beer is expensive in Japan. Don't forget that. Yeah, that's true. And I've seen people do it. Shochu, you know, buy a big fucking 5 litre bottle of whiskey. You know, to tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever bought a bottle of whiskey in Japan. I've had some given me, or I've claimed some, yeah, but not bought any. Achambo. Hello, Achambo. I'm CEO, bitch. That could be my brother. Achambo. I've never heard that one, Ed. Geek. Ed, what's that one? Achambo. No, no, it's not true, Ed, because in here you can get a six pack in America. You can still get one for about $6, can't you? $5 or $6. In in Japan, it's like 1,100 yen. It's $11 for a six pack. Or chimpo? Is that what you said? Well, I'm reading it wrong. I read a chambo or chimpo, cock. Don't tell me that's fucking Walter. Could be Walter, that, couldn't it? What's his name? What's his fucking Swedish name? Johnny Cock Lightly. Stahanin, Za Gehin na Nihongo wa Yaminasai wa warao. Fuck off. Or is he maybe talking to that guy? Chempo. Hey, I thought my fucking Japanese reading was pretty. Niji. I think he loves me. Or he wants to be an alcoholic like me. A controlled alcoholic. You can't stop the gas. What time is it? I don't know. Can I get 5 or 6 in today? So the other week, 2 weeks ago, I met this American guy he's called Niles or Miles. And I met him outside the 7 yen beer shop. And I said, did you have many? And his reply was, because he's still like, he's about maybe under 40, and he keeps himself in shape. And his reply was, it's not like me to have a few. It's 7 yen a beer. 7 yen a beer. Yeah, just wondering, like, I think the 5 litre bottles, those whiskey and it's not whiskey and shochu, not for nihonshu, which is sake. Nihonshu is in a tetra pack. The whiskey and the shochu is in plastic bottles. But my friend Wally, who was off, his dad was a ship's officer, and they had a nice life in India. But when they came to England, not so nice. And he died when he was 63. And I think the main reason for that was that he used to drink like 1.8 litres of the big bottles of shochu every day. So he died when he was 63. But a great guy. Whiskey, come on. It's the good stuff is nice, geek, isn't it? The good stuff is nice in whiskey, not the shitty stuff. Totally different, man. If you can afford the good stuff, totally different world, totally different class. Aha! I think it's either. That's Moe sending me a message. She's out of the bath. Oh, you mean with the fire? Yeah, fucking, that's a good reason for the drink. How do you drink it? How do you drink it, Geek? Do you drink it ice, just ice and water? I never put water in my whiskey. Iki no Moe, hello Moe, alright love. Moe has joined the team. Just with that, yeah, that's the best way, minute. I think so. You know, putting water in it. But I've got a friend. He's a posh cunt, and sometimes you can take the posh away. And he drink the Ardbeg. That's what it is. That's a great whiskey, and he treated me to this at his bar. He has a fucking private bottle at the bar, and but he likes to add water to the Ardbeg, and he says that releases certain things in the whiskey. Does Moy have an husband? No, she doesn't. No, she did, but there's no control in this Moy. She had enough of him. She just said, "Get out of here." Is that about right, Moy? What's the whiskey? Go on and tell us, Geek. What is the whiskey daisy? I think there's a, what do you call it in here? The most popular. I think let's have see if it, whiskey. Let's have a look at alcohol. Oh, that's it. Highball. That's the most popular. That seems to be the most popular thing. But like I was saying before about the sour as well, there's there's no fucking there's no gas in it, so it's just very flat. So the highball that is all maybe that is happy hour as well. 200 yen. Shall I ask?
ピアは、そうですね。
Happy hour. Okay, so futsu wa 2倍。
普通は、
倍。
ちょっと待って。
Okay. That means ikinomoi means she came out of a lake. She's a pond girl. Or so it's not Ike no Moe, it's Ikeno. Oh, I've never heard that name before. That sounds quite good actually, Geek. That 2 shots of whiskey, sugars.
ハッピーアワーの値段になってます。
Okay,
どっ
arigato.
ちがはい。
Thanks. Now this girl, she was the waitress. I met her a few times at different gustos, and she couldn't read some Japanese. So there's a possibility she left school at 15. And if you leave school at 15, especially as a girl, it's not good news. Difficult to get really good work. But if you're a boy, you can, because you can be a labourer and get some money. Yeah, I'm in Gusto now. Yasurugi. Yasurigi. Yeah, it sounds really good drink. Is it your own one? No, so the high school here, you can leave school in Japan at 15. But and some girls do, and if you do, it's detrimental to your future if you're a girl. But some girls don't like school. Very few like, but well, no one likes school. But some girls fucking leave school and they go into Mizushobai business. No, she can read, but she can't read all. But you're still learning kanji, don't you? What time is it now? I better fucking order another beer. Somebody tell me the time. What time is it, Moy? Is that your own drink, Geek, or is it a well-known drink in America? 17.15, that could be another fucking 3 drinks. Yeah, like a geisha. Thank you. もう少し入れてくれる？泡。
泡。
もう
OK
I started reading that. Thank you. I started reading that geisha book before it became a film. I didn't read all of it, and it was quite very interesting. And you know what they did next? They put a fucking non-Japanese in the role. Can you believe that? But the geisha, a lot of the geisha girls are not very good looking, to say the least. When I first came to Japan, I used to go to a very expensive shop, and they used to look after me. It was in Tokyo. It was a fugu shop, and one guy there's a saying in Japan that if you're only attracted because of your clothes. So, do you know that one? Do you know that one, Moy? They just pull the pump back and they just put a bit more foam in. Yeah, I've seen. I don't know if I've seen that film, but I've seen the clip of a Mongolian John Wayne. Yeah. Now, it wasn't right up to the top of the glass, so that's why I have to put a bit more in. Did you know that John Wayne's middle name was fucking Marion, and he didn't join? A lot of these actors, like Donald Trump, they fucking pretended tough, but they never fucking signed up. That's what I liked about the guy that fucking did Platoon, the trouble causer. What's his name? He actually fucking signed up and went to Vietnam. You got to take your fucking hat off to that guy. I read Genghis Khan's autobiography as well. Bit of a bullshitter. I don't know. I saw that fucking clip. That girl looks absolutely fantastic. Who was playing Mulan. I don't know. I don't watch Disney. I would never buy from Disney. They're cunts. Recently, I've took an interest in Ellen Page because she was in the Umbrella Gang, which was also, my brother was in the Umbrella Gang when he was a teenager, going around fucking beating up people for their money. I am the only member in my family that hasn't been in a criminal court. Well, in England. I was reading about Sparta today. What it was like to be Spartan on Facebook. Yakuza Gary, no, not really. There's one little Yakuza cunt that I want revenge on, but I shall stop there. There was like some kind of fucking whodunit movie, and there was that new latest James Bond as an American whatever, and I fucking hate those when they give like 6 characters, and they said there's 6 characters and every one had a reason for fucking killing the person. I fucking hate those movies. No, my name is not spelled like that. This is why with this thing about, for example, if you have cat, which could be Kato, but they spell it with a Y, and I could never understand that. Yeah, that was fucking shit. The best Sherlock Holmes movies are from the 40s and 50s. The Hound of the Baskervilles, they're the best fucking Sherlock Holmes movies, without a doubt. Also, you was outside and that happened. Wow, be careful. I thought there was some. The last time I went to that area, Kabukicho, there was loads of black people outside, Africans, and there was some story in the news where they were fucking threatening Japanese people, and one of them was like arrested. What? So you went online, you met this call girl in the street, and then Yakuza came up. I don't know why. You don't know what. Why is this? Are they just saying that British actors are better than American actors? Well, I know this black dude, and he's into himself, but he's an actor as well, and he was in this area, and this guy is a fucking tall, very handsome black dude, and he sent for one of these girls, and she turned up, she was just a skank. But the thing is, if you order the girl, there's no turning him away, because to be fucking sending someone round. And sending someone round to where you live, it's not a good idea. Just shag the postman. Well, you don't do Yakuza carry guns? Well, you don't want to find out the fucking hard way, do you? Well, like when I was in Tokyo, the last interaction, well, where my actual penis was touched, she like tried to rip me cock off. I wouldn't recommend that. I'll take it. Oh dear. Did I upset Moe? I better send. I think the head of Osho, the Chinese food, Japanese Chinese, he was shot dead. He was killed, I heard. No, money makes the world go round, but only for a fucking few people. Because, see, that with this megalomania and kleptomania of these people, once they get this much money, their brain changes. It's got to do. because they convince themselves that they are doing the world a fucking favour, like providing jobs. But it's the taxpayers that are providing, the taxpayers that pay for the kids' education. If you look at Japan and India, you know, where they pay, where they get educated, it's the taxpayers that pay for those people to be educated. It's not large companies. It's large companies that are the fucking parasites. And especially in America, you can buy someone for fucking $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and get fucking millions in return. It's a fucking joke. You make 400,000 a month online. Well done. So this is why you can afford for all those girls. No, but I think honestly, Clutch, you might be right, you might bullshit, I don't know. But whatever, most people aren't willing to put the time in. It's as simple as that. My house is full of fucking stuff to sell. I just can't do it. I'm too old. You're never too old. Well, when you get as old as me, you'll soon find out. How old are you, Cludge? Yeah, I do. I've got 2 samurai swords, but I can't say that online. Well, the cops will come round. I am enjoying life. Never heard of Misery Likes Company. You have 2 shaving razors. Do you think you should do that? But the thing is, you can't have a fucking samurai sword. This is from the First World War samurai sword. Rusty as fuck. Right, so this is a video I want to make with Moe. Is like Moe shaving my head. And then, I don't know if this is, she doesn't think it's long enough, but Moe can do the, you know, the braiding. She can do that, but not sure if it's long enough. So she'll just have to play with me. Well, you can't, you need a license to export them, geek. Let's just check my fucking... Well, the other week I had like 7 beers, that 7 yen thing, I had 7 beers. Anybody quick what 7 times 7? It's Asahi. No, it's fucking drunkenness. Look at this kid, what's that? Okay, what's 7 times 7 times 7? Can you guys just give a thumbs up on my, click the thumbs up? I just want to, I don't know if it has any effect on the fucking video or what, but there you go. Oh, fucking hell, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was talking to Moe about that with a proper shaving razor, which of course could be dangerous, but I'm guessing if to get a real one is probably fucking, as you've just shown out, is very expensive. But that's it. It's called the cutthroat, yeah, geek, I think. Now that's when you're fucking talking, trusting people, when you let them shave your head with a fucking one of those razors. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's got to be better than Britain. I don't. Where are you from, Cludge? Night, Ed. Thanks for popping in, pal. Take care. Where did I find Mel? About 10 years ago. She was a high school student, and well, generally I talk to school kids, you know, if they're doing something wrong or just for fun. I used to drink outside, and I'd talk to boys and girls. And she remembered me. I met her a couple of times in Gusto with her and a boyfriend, and we used to chat. And then she just shouted out the other week. I hadn't seen her for a long time. So she thinks I'm cool, I guess. So, where does it not? Can I ask everybody? Have you got like clicked on for screens when they pop up? Yeah, I'm all right. Sarcastic. Oh, okay. So, can I ask you, Cludge? Do you speak really good English? So you're from the fucking money sector, or do you speak shit English and you're from the fucking selling toys to fucking foreigners? You know, but if you're like if you're from the moneyed Chinese in Hong Kong, you know, speak better fucking English than the English. Okay, well there you go then. So you, congratulations. In Reading, you poor bastard. I was gonna ask Ed, because Ed's the same age as me. When was the last time you had any fisticuffs or anything like that? Because my dad was involved in someone upset him in the pub, and he was in his 50s, probably mid 50s, and he was fighting. And I went into the pub later that night, and someone said, "Can't fucking believe it! Two old guys in their 50s fighting." And I'm thinking, "Well, well, that was my dad." And I'm thinking, it was my dad that had been fighting. And I said, "Well, what's fucking wrong with that?" And I think I'm the oldest fighting first, because I think I was in having scraps when I'm like 60 years old. All right, Cludge, nice talking to you. Keep away from those Yakuza. Cheers, pal. Thanks, Cludge. Appreciate it, mate. Thanks for saying that, Cludge. I appreciate it, mate. Not when I was like that age. It's nothing to do with it, really. Being in the wrong range is just being fit. It's as simple as that. So, and if you've got a gun, you got a gun and you're fit, you're okay. You don't. If you're in the regulars, they teach you like combat, but that just teaches you things. And the biggest advantage is that you use people's clothes. So you use people's clothes and your clothes to do things, and that's a big advantage because no one would. For example, if you're facing someone, you can just grab them by their trousers and their belt. You just grab them, you can pick them up, turn them upside down, and drop them on the head. So that's just one simple. That's just one simple thing. Or you can grab into them. You can pull the trousers at the back of them. You pull the trousers up, and you pick them up off the floor, and then again turn them upside down, drop them on the head. So that's the type of shit you can do. No, they just teach you how to use weapons and how to keep going. You just keep fucking going. That's it. You don't stop. There's no excuses. You don't fucking say no. You just fucking keep going. That's what they teach you. But the thing is, as today's kids get softer and softer, and it's same all around. What in the Western world? In the Western world, it's same. The toughest kids last century are probably in the 20s, 30s and 40s, and then after that they started to beat them. They couldn't do anything. When I first came to Japan, I was giving this Australian kid a bollocking. He goes, "You can't talk to me like that." I said, "I fucking can, and I am." He didn't like it. Yeah, well, they definitely. Well, you've seen what's happening. You've seen what's happening in fucking. What do you say in America? These soy boys. Was it? I think 3 years. I think it was 3 years, 4 years. I think something like that. I used to. It gets you fit, but the thing is, if you don't do the exercise in your own time, you can't do it. I used to run like 12 miles a day, run to work, and then run at lunchtime, then run back from work, and I got really, really fit. I stopped at this nice hotel, Northgate at Dingo Station, and the next day I went for they had a fucking, it's not very often I go to Starbucks, and there was this cunt on the fucking floor with a fucking air bun. I think I took a video, I don't know if I published it, but I did take a small video of this cunt on the fucking. But like, you know, a lot of girls, it's their fucking dream, innit? To have a guy like this. You ever seen the advert with the, is it Momoa, Aquaman, when he comes home from work and he takes his arms off? Better fucking order another beer. Shit, I can't believe I had fucking 7 beers. You know something? I'm getting to think now. Maybe those glasses, when I had 7 beers, I think maybe the glasses they were special. The diameter was smaller. Fucking 5 fucking buttons I've been pressed to get this. Do they have Namihodais in Scotland, sarcastic? Y- You know when they have these like shootouts in America and various other countries, and sometimes they're in canteens. You would think that someone, if it's in a canteen, that someone or a bar, they would like fucking, you know, like in James Bond when they get a plate and they fucking skim it. They skim it at the fucking. Why don't they do that? To a Nami Hodai, and it was like, I think it was 1 hour or 90 minutes for 1,000 yen. We didn't even talk. We just fucking, we just because they were like the beers were like large bottles of beer. The dai bin, the bin. They were just large, but oh no! I'm gonna order another one because I think I was just fucking. Oh, that's it. That was a warning. Yep. See, there you go. Happy hour. Mamonaku owari. Mo itotsu tanonu morata.
あ、もうもらいました。
No, no, no. Mo futatsu. Mamonaku.
ああ、もう一つ。
No, so tanonu yo. So I saw the sign come up saying it was soon over. So I've now got myself fucking that fucking. One-chan, sumitai glass. 使ってください。住みたい。グラスは住みたい。使ってく、次のビア。
何？
住みたいグラス。
住みたい。
これはちょっとぬるい。
あ、
お願いします。The end of us. I think I was the Nami Odai king in Nagoya. And one of the best ones was at the Hilton on the 28th floor. And this, to sit in this bar, just to sit in this bar on the 28th floor, they had a Nami Hodai, which was $15 for 2 hours. 6 o'clock, thank you, was 6 o'clock, while 8 o'clock for $15. No chair charge, no seat charge, $15 for the beer. But if you fucking lingered about, then they'd charge you. But on a Monday night, it was $15, 1,500 yen for fucking 3 hours. Plus, they would serve you hot nuts. This is not a euphemism. They would serve you hot, and they would like they were the cashew. There were cashews. There were walnuts. They were the best nuts, and they'd bring you the nuts. And usually they had foreign staff, so, and they could speak English better than the Japanese staff. And those were the best years of my life. It was brilliant. But the one thing was, they did like you to leave once they did like you to leave pretty soon after that. And do you know what the fuckers did? They turned it into a fucking wedding place. Moe's washing dishes. Alright, Sarcastic, I've got a question for you. Do Scottish people like English people? I appreciate your honesty. Well, we fucking... and we don't like Scottish either. This is why we're fucking the country up. Oh, really? With the Scottish and English thing on The Simpsons? Oh. Yeah, we used to... we used to have a thing about hating the French, but the thing is, the French and the English, they're the same fucking people. We're the French and the French are us. Because they fucking came, well, maybe it's a middle class. So it just shows you that we don't really dislike each other. Do you hate Americans more or less than the British? So that's 5 beers. So I think if I see a friend, which is very unlikely, I'll give him one of these beers. I really didn't need to do that because I could have just had a fucking. I could have had a glass. I could have had a glass of wine for a one of them. I saw that in America, you know, because the world knows that the fucking Americans government or the con men, they spend too much money on their. They tried to fucking they tried. There was a bill in America. They tried to reduce the spending on the American military, and it was fucking no fucking chance. But now the American military are trying to reduce the amount of money that it spends on the fucking injured or the sick care for the fucking military. For the people that join, give up their lives, get fucking injured, and they just turn around. No, instead of fucking spending instead of fucking giving you like decent Medicare, we're gonna spend another 35 million on a jet fighter that is not even fucking working properly. I found, like, I haven't met many Welsh people travelling. I've met one guy in Nagoya, really nice lad. He's working for, oh, you missed all sorts more. So he's working for a big airplane company, Boeing. He's banking like 10,000 quid a month. He's banking. I tried to, when I was about 19 or 20, I tried to join for the RAF, but I just wasn't gay enough, and I needed English O level, and what I should have done is gone along with the two O levels that I did have, because I had physics and maths, which they're the hardest O levels to get, I think, and I should have gone, but you just needed fucking English, and I fucking failed miserably. This guy was in the RAF, and we could chat about, because I went to the Bryce Norton to do a parachute course, and and but it's still, but the RAF is a very important, like what RAF did for fucking Britain, or the Polish did for Britain in the Second World War, but fuck, we were mincing about. Oh my god. But anyway, so like I said, we had a lot in common. He was Welsh, really nice guy. Knives out. Oh, Alice, are you Welsh, man? The closest I came to jumping out of a plane, we did we went up, we were doing training with these fucking sandbags on our legs and the parachutes, because you got one on your back, one on your front, and you got fucking sandbags, fucking containers strapped to your fucking legs. And we went up and we were going to do a jump, but it was just too fucking windy. So so we didn't do one. 2 weeks, not one fucking good day apart from the cage jump. Neil Harris, have you been on here before? I don't recognise you, mate. Who's the guy that ruined Star Wars? Donald Trump. Fuck man, but I'm just looking. But I fucking hate Disney. They're right cunts. They're one of the richest companies in the world. Aren't they fucking laying people off at Disney? They said that Walt Disney hated Jews, but don't Jews run Walt Disney now? There was a comedian I was watching on Facebook, and he said, if you get all the Star Wars films and you watch them back to back, completely, very, very carefully, you're a fucking loser. And he's probably, I'm not sure. I might have seen 2 Star Wars films. I actually took my auntie's kids to watch the first one when it came to Sheffield. Oh, aren't they cunts, eh? What do you call a lot of stuff? Like fucking 2 ton? The price of steel, I went the other day, was 16 yen. But copper is, this morning I took in some copper that was coated in makey, I think they call it, and I had 7 kilograms, I think, and that was 550 yen per kilo, so that was quite good. What did you do at Tokyo Disneyland? Don't tell me you were teaching. I worked at Makuhari Messe. I was serving German beer. Yeah, well, I think the popcorn per kilo is a lot more expensive. These cunts aren't in fucking. They should shoot the kids of these fucking really rich people to teach them a lesson that do shit like this. They're just fucking. They don't give a fuck about people's lives. And especially in America, where it's so fucking expensive to live. How the fuck do you manage to live in America, the average person? You know, with the cost of things, especially accommodation, it's a fucking joke. Medical. How there's not a fucking revolution in America, I don't know. When I had the shop, I had a little cafe bar, and the local coffee people, they sold me some caramel popcorn. It was fucking fantastic. I think I ate most of it. It was really, really nice. Loved it. Did you know to make a cup of coffee it cost about 20 yen? Ground coffee, 20 yen per cup. And you sell it for fucking 300 yen. That's got to be the best fucking markup. Oh, what's happening here? Fighting in the kitchen. He's clocking out, clocking in. This, this is it. I'd never fucking watch Disney. Fuck Disney. Because, you know, like if you're an adult, you know what kind of cunts they are. Make my fucking blood boil. Oh, there's new news. There is a new fucking Uber. There's a new panda food is coming to Japan. I, but the, but I'm hoping it's going to come to all the cities because before, in with Uber they just did Tokyo first, and then they did Osaka, I think. Then they came to Nagoya. This company is already up and going in parts of Asia, Thailand and Thailand. I got a nod from one of the staff there. Thailand, Hong Kong. So yesterday, Moe was looking at my in the back of the truck. I cleared some things up. Yeah, in Nagoya, they're just shoving the boundaries all the time. But the poor cunt on the bicycle is having. They've got to go a long fucking way for shit money. The customers are cunts for Uber, without a doubt. And I don't know if that's the same in America as well. But like at least America, there's a possibility you might get a tip. Not in. I've had two tips. I had two tips. And I did like fucking quite a few thousand jobs. I had two tips. One was from an American guy or a Brazilian, and one was from a Filipino woman, I think. Oh no, I had three. Sorry, three. I had one from an Australian guy, 500 yen, and two 1,000 yen tips. So that was nice. But young Japanese girls do come to the door with fucking skimp clothes on. That is true. That's why I should start up. Private visit from Santa. I will bring you your fucking cup noodle. Gig just told me I must have made it sometime. Sometimes it is quite nice, yeah, without a doubt, yeah. Santa noodle delivery. That's a good one. That's a good idea. There was a fucking kids show with the Use Your Noodle, I think it was. We used to watch with the kids all the time. I must say now I'm watching the Japanese staff, and they're having like a bit of a chinwag, and they're having a good time because there's no customers. It's not very often you see that in Japan because generally they're outside like cleaning tables, wiping chairs. So. Santa Pan Man. But the thing, I fucking hate Ampan Man. I just really do. I prefer the other guys. What are the other guys in Santa? There's that guy, Shokupan Man, Biking Man. I think those are a lot better characters. Personally, I think Ampan Man is a cunt. Shokupan Man, Viking Man, they're my heroes. Kamen Rider. What about Ramen Rider? The Santa Pan Man tattoo. But I don't like I don't like Ampan Man. Or Ultraman. I like the little boy that takes his trousers down. Who's that, Moe? The little guy that takes his trousers down. By the way, he is banned in Germany. Shin-chan. Yeah, I love Shin-chan and Shin-chan's great. My son, we had a party and he was an American living in Las Vegas. He was a lawyer. Met the Japanese girl, second wife, came over here. They spent $70,000 putting in a bathroom for him. Farmers. And they came to my house for a day. So he came to my house with his wife, little boy. And my son pulled down his own trousers because he's doing Crayon Shin-chan. And this little boy, he followed my son doing the same thing. His fucking wife was horrified that like two little kids were like having a good time. Who? Crayon Shin-chan. Wait, when you mean who? What you mean who? Right. I think that's my favourite Japanese show actually. Crayon Shin. Well, I don't watch any Japanese TV at the moment, so I don't know. So Moy, so now I only saw one plate in the back of the truck for the coffee cup. So I found two cups and a saucer, coffee cups. And Moe is very interested in. She wants to sell them on Mericari, and they are like it's like a subsidiary. They're licensed to the Orient Express, so there might be some value. But when I said, but I think I saw like this. Yeah, only one saucer. There's only one saucer. There were two cups, one saucer. But then my memory kicked in, and there's a famous video called Two Cups, and so it's going to be like two, one saucer. Yeah, I think I prefer. I don't like the white soup, the white soup ramen from Hokkaido. Oh my god, I'm fucking feel like I had that chicken about fucking 11 o'clock, I think. I will. What time? What time are we meeting up tomorrow, Mo? What do you think tomorrow? Joyful's best. That's closest, I think, and plus I can have. I can buy an avocado and have have that yasai, have that vegetable thing. So Well, we talked about one video we want to do tomorrow, but I've got another one in mind. A tongue twister. What time's good for you tomorrow, more for Joyful? Excuse me. It looks, yeah. This is the thing with this fucking disease is there's no one in the restaurants. No money. The money's not going round. It's for example, well, maybe it's 10. What's better for you, Mo? Tomorrow, 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. I have made my house out to look like a restaurant. 8:30 is okay, but that's good. Do a couple of videos and then do some work. Okay, cool. Ask your dad to bring you over. Could be a good walk for you for exercise. Yeah, we can go online. Good to charge the phone up tonight. Well, the battery's running down. So if I suddenly disappear, you know what it is. Okay, love, bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Hasta bananas. So, Geek, how many fucking houses were burnt down on your street? How many houses were burnt down? Well, two. Wow. Makes you think you're the fucking lucky stars, doesn't it? That close. So yes, so yesterday in the restaurant there was this kid crying, and he was crying for ages. Wow. I just, like, I wouldn't say like really like to shout the fucking things of Israel because they cunts. But maybe something could be learned from them, the way that they grow, the way that they use irrigation in the Middle East to grow plants and things like that. And can it be like transferred to, like dry areas you know, like in America. And that's another thing you've got to look at, the amount of water that, for example, companies like Coca-Cola are using them, like the fucking the peanut, the almond farmers, how much water they're taking. You know, it's but, but if someone's got their fucking politician in their fucking pockets, there's nothing you can fucking do. And they might have got in those pockets for fucking 10, 20, 30, $40,000, but they're fucking up people's lives. Yeah, why don't they make the fucking those industries just fucking what they use in the Middle East? You know, they take the water from the sea and fucking desalinate it. Well, if it's 40 years, geek, it's just going to fucking continue, isn't it, mate?